Hello everyone, welcome back to Resource Geography. Today we will be discussing tea as a major agriculture resource. Tea or Camellia sinensis is produced from the leaves of broad-leaved evergreen shrub. It is a tropical and a subtropical crop broadly found in Southeast Asian nations. Tea is a popular stimulating beverage that is consumed throughout the world. Let's look into the important varieties of tea plant. Tea plant varies widely in different regions. However, you can find two principal varieties of tea in the world: the Chinese type and the Assam type. The Chinese type of leaves are generally small in nature. It grows in China, Japan and Thailand. The Assam tea are large-leaved Assam or Indian plant that found in India and Sri Lanka. Based on the type of leaves chosen, the level of oxidation and processing, tea is of 5 major varieties. The black tea is the fully oxidized tea and has darker appearance, stronger flavor and higher caffeine content than any other varieties. The green tea is an unoxidized tea. The leaves are heated soon after plucking to destroy the enzymes that cause oxidation. This type of processing hence preserves a high level of antioxidants, vitamins and minerals that benefit our health. The oolong tea is a semi-oxidized one. So, the leaf is allowed to sit for 2 to 4 hours before being heated up to half oxidation. The longer oxidation results in darker oolong structure that's similar in that of the taste of black tea. The shorter oxidation makes it similar to green tea. The white tea is the least produced of all the teas. Only unopened buds and young leaves are used here. They are merely withered and dried. The pu'er tea is a special type of tea that comes from the Yunnan province of China. It is known for its earthly flavor. It is plucked from wild trees rather than cultivated bushes. Let's look into the important geographical and economic conditions for the growth of tea plantation in the world. Tea generally prefers warm climate with high sunshine and moisture. The average temperature for the tea should be always above 15 degrees Celsius. However, 15 to 27 degrees Celsius is ideal for the growth of tea cultivation. Warm, moist summer and high rainfall is also ideal for tea cultivation. Hence, the crop requires a rainfall of over 200 cm annually. Slightly acidic, fertile, nitrogen-rich soil is ideal for the growth of tea cultivation. High ferrous and manganese content of the soil is more desirable. Hence, you can find most of the tea cultivation in mountainous or laterite soils which are best suited for them. Relief plays a very important part in the tea cultivation, as waterlogging destroys the tea plantation. Only slopy ground in hilly areas with good drainage facility provides optimum condition for the tea cultivation. Tea plucking is a labor-intensive work. Huge, cheap and skilled labor is required for the plucking of tea leaves. Tea plantation is a capital-intensive cultivation which requires higher amount of finance. Hence, finance is a must for the growth of plantation. Let's look into the global distribution of tea. Naturally, tea can be grown anywhere between 42 degrees north and 33 degrees south parallel. It is mostly concentrated in South and Southeast Asian nations, especially in the regions that are dominated by monsoonal rainfall. Nearly 80% of the tea production is distributed in Asian nations. Besides this, East African, eastern parts of South America and Russia also produces tea. Let's look into the top producers of tea in the world. China is indisputably the largest producer of tea in the world. Approximately 30% of the total amount of the world production comes from China. It was introduced in China by Emperor and the herbalist Shana before 2000 BC. Around 2.8 million hectares of land is under tea cultivation in the country. Most of the tea estates in China are located in the southeastern parts of the country. The major producing states are Hunan, Sichuan, Fujian, and Qinghai. India is the second largest producer of tea in the world. The country produced 1.2 million tons of tea in 2018. Tea cultivation in India is geographically distributed in two separate regions, the northeastern parts of the country and the southwestern part of the country. The major tea estates in the country are found in the Darjeeling Hills, Brahmaputra Valley, Duars, Surma Valley, and the Nilgiri and the Anmalai Hills of Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka. Kenya ranked third place in the top 10 tea producing list. They are one of the world's largest black tea producing countries. The production in Kenya has reached around 473,000 tons by 2018. Sri Lanka is the fourth largest producer of tea in the world. Around 15% of total cultivable area of the country is under the tea plantation. The country has reached 349,000 tons of tea production in 2018. Tea plantation was introduced by the colonial British rulers in Sri Lanka. Most of the tea gardens are located in the highlands of Kandy, Madura, and Nuwara Eliya regions. Turkey is the fifth largest producer of tea in the world. Vietnam, Indonesia, Argentina, Japan, and Iran followed Turkey and thereby placing their positions in the top 10 producing nations respectively. Besides the above said nations, the other major producing countries are Bangladesh, Malaysia, Taiwan, Tanzania, Brazil, and Ecuador. Looking into the world market, China is the leading exporter of tea in the world. India is the second largest exporter next to China. Kenya and Sri Lanka are two other major exporters of tea in the world market. USA is the largest importer of tea in the world. Russia is the second largest importer of tea, followed by United Kingdom and Vietnam. I hope you enjoyed today's session. Thank you and have a